with Ken Yu from RAKwireless. It's Embedded World 2026. We're on the rack stand, and the rack stand number, Ken, I think it's
House 3500.
So that's hall 3500. So please drop by.
Yeah.
So Ken, first of all, what are you showing at Embedded World this year?
Yeah, so we continue to showcase the hardware portfolio for LoRaWAN ecosystem. And we have some new products coming that fill the tester pad, which is the the signal coverage testing tools for LoRaWAN network. We also have the new Meshtastic West Mesh devices coming here, and also the modules with the 11160, the ESP32 plus LoRaWAN STM32 combined modules, and the 3112 based on ESP32S3.
So the 1160, you showed that last year at the IoT Stars event. Is
Yeah,
that now in mass production?
exactly.
And what kind of applications do you expect that to go into?
So that's very interesting product. Actually, we combine the two computing chips in the one module. One is STM32WL. It's very popular. Also, the RAK3172 use these chips. It's LoRaWAN combined SoC chip. And the ESP32, we use ESP32C2. It's if you want to do some like IoT LoRa gateway, single channel gateway, or maybe the hub, you can use ESP32 as MQTT engine forwarding the data. But also you can use the STM32 as the main processor for the low power consumption. So this balance the long battery life, and also ESP used for the MQTT application as the hub.
So before you designed the chip, did you find lots of people were using both devices?
Yeah, that's right.
So you decided to combine the chips to give people an approved module rather than going through that whole process?
Yeah,
themselves.
exactly.
Okay, so making the design process.
Exactly. It's actually two board now with one integrated modules.
Which is fully certified.
Exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. You mentioned Meshtastic. What's your relationship with Meshtastic, and what kind of products are you showing?
Yeah, so we actually very early participated in the Meshtastic ecosystem, and we this year I think West Block starter kit. It's quite popular in the ecosystem in the community, and this year we're coming with some ready to use devices.
Okay.
With the injection mode, waterproof, blah blah, and so that's actually very good for consumer to get started with the Meshtastic. And also we also showcase some repeater with solar panel and a bunch of the devices on the tables, so people can hands-on with some the experience with the Meshtastic.
And I'm seeing lots and lots of people playing and experimenting with Meshtastic, so
Yeah.
you must be really pleased.
Yeah,
how that
exactly.
market's moving.
Yeah, so we also try to see more people, how they view for the ideas how to use the Meshtastic.
That's awesome. One of the questions I have to ask you is, RAKwireless, okay, you founded the business 10, 12 years
Yeah,
ago?
11 years ago.
11 years
Yeah.
ago. What was the story behind founding the business?
Yeah, it's a good question. So actually, for myself, I worked for Qualcomm before. We are full with the wireless communication experience. And so back to the 2014, end of 2014, 2015, we start to build a rack. And at the beginning, we because full of the founder team is with the Wi-Fi experience. So we start from Wi-Fi, but Wi-Fi is quite mature for the startup. So that's why we discovered LoRa technology in 2017, exhibition in London, and then we feel LoRaWAN can be next. It's quite common with Wi-Fi technology, because for Wi-Fi is a private network for wideband, and the LoRaWAN is a private network for narrowband. And how people industrial can use the private network is quite similar. So that's why we think our experience in Wi-Fi can useful for the LoRaWAN ecosystem. And we decided to shift our focus from the Wi-Fi to the LoRaWAN technology since from 2017. So that's actually the story. We start the rack, we start the LoRaWAN.
So in terms of LoRa, how do you see LoRa growing? Because you guys have definitely come up with a solution which I'm going to deem it to be more end-to-end, right?
Yeah,
you thought about the whole process, whereas
Yeah.
it was a very fragmented market previously.
Yeah. So from my point of view, I think LoRa is quite solid technology for industrial IoT. We all know the Zigbee, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi is good for consumer smart home. But after I visit, I visit almost 100 customers in past 2-3 years. And I can, today I met the agriculture customer, irrigation. Tomorrow I met maybe like a solar farm, industrial.
Yep.
The other day I can meet like the smart building, right? So emergency safety application, blah blah. Every sectors they actually adopt the LoRa as the standard and the pushing. And another trend I saw is this is not B2C, it's a B2B, because our customer they actually adopt the technology and the shifting their products to next air like connectivity the solution, the IGI solution, blah blah.
Yeah.
So we can say this very deep integration. Definitely, it's take longer time because for business customer, they adopt the technology, take time for validation, experiment, and then scale, right? So, but we can see very strong signal. LoRaWAN is very significantly technology for industrial shifting their products and to digitalize.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I mean, I go back 10, 15 years actually. LoRa was a bit hobbyist at the time.
Yeah,
Definitely seems to have moved on
Yeah,
to be an LoRaWAN standard that can be adapted
yeah.
B2B. How do you see LoRa and MyOT comparing to each other?
Yeah, it's two technology, right? So from our point of view, we think every technology they have their own use case, the scenarios. So that's why for RAK, our products is support both ecosystem, right? So for some application, they need a very large capacity and in the short time, probably they will use some IoT technology. And but we still see LoRaWAN is very strong in the ecosystem, right? Network server, device manufacturer, and widely use case. So yeah, we think both technology have their existing market. It's just based on the scenarios.
And what do you want people to leave Embedded World 2026 knowing?
Yeah, so we keep people to understand RAK is quite, the dedicated networking solution for private network, right? So it's LoRaWAN, it's Mesh, it's even MyOT. And if you are looking for the private network technology, yeah, stop here and the meeting RAK, understand our products, talking to our experts. And if we have a technology can help you, we are super happy.
Perfect. And if people want to find out more about RAKwireless, your web address is, so that's www.rakwireless.com.
Yeah,
So
and
guys, go there.
we also have the very thorough documentation like DOCS docs RAKwireless.com, and you can see all the documentation over there.
That's awesome, Ken. Thank you very much for your time today and enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, thank you, Steve.
Thank you.